What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing the first episode of Top 5, and we're going to be looking at my top 5 favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin figures. Alright, guys, so now this list may be a little controversial. It is not probably going to be the most popular figures ever, but I am a huge Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. He is, in my opinion, the greatest of all time, and I am a big fan of his figures. And we're going to take a look at some of my favorites, and then I'm going to give you my personal top 5 favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin figures. So right here, first of all, I have a little shrine of Mattel's. We have the Stone Cold Toys R Us WrestleMania exclusive Elite. We have in the middle, it's got the DTA Rattlesnake vest. This is from, I believe, the All-Star Elite 2-pack. And over here we have the ringside exclusive Bionic with the multiple belts. It's got the red 316. Love that figure. One of my favorites, but it's not my top 5, believe it or not. I know a lot of people are going to be surprised by that because they love that figure. We also have the Dallas 316. Again, obviously not my favorite, but it was necessary, right? We have probably the best basic Austin, in my opinion, the Austin 316. He's got the skull, smoking skull on the back, and here we have the What t-shirt Austin, another smoking skull on the back. He also has a What megaphone. This one came with John Cena, I believe. I honestly can't remember. I think it was initially supposed to have Hulk Hogan. My memory is not serving me great today, but these are some of my favorite Mattel figures that I have loose, but they're not in my top 5, believe it or not. Up here, we have the Ripped and Ruthless Jax figure. I don't think that's anybody's favorite. Got some cool stuff, though. I'm a big Austin mark. Some bangers. I think down here I have the Zombie Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is, in my opinion, the best zombie figure that they did. Doesn't mean that it's a great top 5 figure, but I do think it is a great zombie figure. I love how he's got the smoking skull. You know, if you look closely at his hand, the middle finger is broken off of that like rotted hand, which is awesome. Very, very cool figure. But is it necessary in a collection? I would say probably not. Over here, I have the Stone Cold Steve Austin Rowdy Roddy Piper 2-pack. We have the Hollywood Blondes 2-pack from the classic Superstars era. I'm gonna put this back up there. And I think, yeah, I have the LJN version. We've got another classic right here. I think, honestly, that Jax did a great job on these Austin head scans. They're just, look how ripped he is. I mean, I just can't justify that being in my favorites, but number 5 on the list, without further ado. Boom. I love this figure. This is Hall of Fame Series 1 Stone Cold Steve Austin. He comes with the vest. He comes with the shorts. He's got the chain. It's just, to me, this is from an Austin mark my personal opinion, definitive Stone Cold Steve Austin is not black trunks, believe it or not. When I think of Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think of him in those short denim jean shorts. I think of him in the jeans. I think of him in a vest, in the Austin 316 t-shirt, because when Raw would kick off, that's what you saw, and it got you so exciting. Yes, he wrestled in trunks, but to me, when I think of Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think of something like this. But like, as I said, he comes with the what shirt, SCSA on the vest, one mean redneck. Look at that. Awesome. It says Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is class of 2009, clad in black, beer in hand. Stone Cold Steve Austin proudly defied anybody who dared try to cross him. As soon as the sound of the shattering glass erupted into the arena, everyone knew that the blue-collared warrior was about to raise hell. He became the face of WWE's vaunted Attitude Era, winning the WWE Championship 6 times. First day with the new mouth, can't read today. And earning a record 3 Royal Rumble victories. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2009, the Texas Rattlesnake remains one of the most popular figures in WWE history, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. In my defense, they did have 2 that's there that are not supposed to be there, so that really threw me off. But this is my number 5. Do love this figure. However, it's not my favorite. Next up, this is probably going to be a little controversial. Very similar to this figure. It's number 4. This was a huge deal when this came out. Jakks BCA. Now, I believe this is from Breakdown in Your House. This was a huge deal when this came out. This figure, there were Austins in vests before this one. But this one, it wasn't one of those cheap plastic vests like on the Hart Foundation figures. This was a sculpted rubber vest that if you really tried, you could remove it, but it looked so good on him. It said Austin on the one side. It had the skull 316. It was so legit, looked just like his vest, that it was exciting to have. Not to mention, it was a new mold. It had the new arms, and if you really wanted to and you're playing, you could lift those arms up and he would be at the corner turnbuckle putting those arms up just like he does. It has his Texas tattoo on his calf, the black boots, short shorts, and it's a pretty awesome head scan. Well, not head scan, head sculpt for a figure at that time. Look at that. BCAs are known for not having some of the best head sculpts, and this is a pretty good one in my opinion. Nothing on the back, that's the only downfall. But this is a special spot in my heart because this was a big deal when this came out. It was very exciting. They re-released it multiple times, sometimes without the vest, but this was the original, and this one, I absolutely love this figure. So this is number 4 on my list of top 5 Stone Cold Steve Austin figures. Number 3, defining moments, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's got the Winged Eagle, the Big Eagle, the Smoking Skull, great head scan, Austin 316 skull, Stone Cold on the back. This figure is excellent. I love this figure, and I know I just said that I don't consider this definitive Stone Cold Steve Austin in the trunks. I don't, but I think that they executed this figure great and very, very well, which is why it made it onto my list. And it's pretty much the only Stone Cold Steve Austin in trunks on my list. But I also love the packaging for defining moments, which adds to it. It's got the skulls back there. Back here, it's got the skulls, and there's no plastic covering the eyes or the mouth, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot to read here, and it says the year was 1998. WrestleMania 14 was on the horizon, and one unlikely conflict was about to set off a chain of events that would forever go down in infamy. The Stone Cold era was about to begin. On Monday Night Raw, Vince McMahon introduced his special guest, boxing champion Mike Tyson, only to be interrupted as Stone Cold Steve Austin stomped into the ring to steal Tyson's thunder. Austin declared that Tyson did not belong in the WWE. Tyson tried to shake hands with Austin, but when Stone Cold refused, Tyson pushed him and set off a chaotic scuffle in the ring. Over the next few weeks, Tyson, now announced as the special enforcer for Stone Cold's match at WrestleMania, gave his allegiance to Shawn Michaels, which was DX, Austin's opponent. When Austin and Michaels finally met at WrestleMania, the main event was a physical back-and-forth match. Neither man could put his opponent away, but after the referee was knocked out accidentally, Stone Cold blocked Michaels' attempt at Sweet Chin Music and delivered the Stone Cold Stunner to the champ, which was my favorite Stone Cold Stunner ever delivered, personally. At that moment, Tyson jumped into the ring, made the 3 count, and declared Stone Cold Steve Austin as the new WWE champion. When Michaels stood up to confront Tyson for betraying him, Tyson responded by flooring HBK with a single knockout punch. Stone Cold then left the ring with the WWE Championship on one arm and the other raised in victory by Mike Tyson. This historic moment marks Stone Cold Steve Austin's arrival at the forefront of sports entertainment and dawn of the Attitude Era in WWE. Man, I'm really struggling today reading, guys. It's late, though. Give me a break. And I've been doing a lot of PR for the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist. But here's another Austin we have here. One here. There. Tons of Austins there. And here's number 2. Just kidding. That is not on the list. That is not on the list. Tons of Austins. Another good one right here from the Backlash line. Here's the WrestleMania 15 mail-aways. Give me a heck yeah. Some really cool ones up here. We also have Stunning Steve, but that's not on the list. Some really good stuff up here. His first. During the Attitude Era, he had a lot. But on to number 2. Oh, can't forget about this. His Mattel Retro. Look at that thing. It's also got a bunch of Bendums. But number 2, my personal favorite, and this is going to shake up some people, is Signature Series 1 Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the reason this is my favorite, my second favorite, is because this figure was such a big deal when it came out, just like the other one. Austin 316 was running wild everywhere. It was such a big deal. Everybody was buying the Austin 316 shirt. When this figure came out, the 4-pack it initially showed up in was difficult to find. But this was like everybody had this figure. Yes, I'm talking about the Signature Series. That's why I pulled this one out. There is a version from KB that does not have the signature on it, but this is the one. And look, it even had the Stone Cold skull on the back. The font was decent. On the original release, it was way too small. This figure was such a big deal. You could also lift his arm up, kick his legs out, and he could do the perfect Stone Cold Stunner to your figures. Now, this may be way before some of your time, but this was a humongous deal when it came out. Number 2, my favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin. Again, these are not, I'm not saying these are the best, and you have to agree. A lot of you won't agree, but these are my personal favorites that I cherish and I enjoy. And before we look at number 1, let's look at the Flashback series. This is with the Builder Commissioner Shawn Michaels with the original Stone Cold vest. He's even got the tat. Very cool. Another good one that Mattel has done, Stone Cold University. This is from Best of the Attitude Era. But number 1, guys, this is going to shock some people because number 1, I do not even own. My favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin action figure is the original defining moment Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm going to put a picture up right now, and this is just beautiful to me. I think this was executed so well. I love the camo jacket. I love the Austin shirt. I love everything about it, and this is huge on my list. It's just way too expensive. Eventually I'm going to pick it up when I get a good deal on one, but this is my favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin figure. So yeah, let's recap. Number 5 on the list is the Hall of Fame Series 1 Stone Cold Steve Austin. In the vest, in the shorts, what shirt, chain, both knee braces, the tattoo. Number 4 was Breakdown in Your House, BCA, Austin 316 vest, the shorts, the tat. He could do the arms up on the corner post. Number 3 was DM number 2 with the 3 belts. The only trunked Austin on the list. Very, very cool. Look at that thing. Number 2, BCA, Signature Series 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Austin 316 t-shirt. And number 1 is Defining Moments. Number 1, a figure I have yet to own. It is my white whale, and I will eventually get it. Comment below. Let me know your favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin figures. Let me know what you think should have been on the list and what your actual list is. Also, don't forget to go on Amazon.com and pick up the Ultimate Wrestling Figure Checklist. It's blowing up right now, guys. If you're a collector, you need it. It has everything, and it's a great price. The link is below in the information, in the bio, or whatever you want to call that down there. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel and Unreleased Wrestling Figs. Check out the Unreleased Wrestling Figure coloring books. And head over to heroeshideout.com. Use code FigHeel to save 10%, and you're going to get $4 flat rate shipping. Take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know who you want me to do next for my top 5 favorite figures. Peace, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Check out my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Head over to Heroes Hideout for all your figure needs and use code FigHeel at checkout to save 10%.